Great. So we have the recording on. Thank you for joining. This is our second session, actually second day and third session of the Centering of LCG's discussion. And today we will be having a fantastic group from Mahbubnagar, and they prepared a lot of interesting presentations. There are some other teachers and students joining from Telangana itself. So welcome all. And let's begin our discussion by having Sana and her team take over. Sana?
Yes, Radhika.
Great.
Good evening, good afternoon, everyone. This is Sana from Mahbubnagar ICT Center, ICT Women Center. So today, a few of our students are presenting their presentation on different kind of topics like biodiversity and other issues. So I would like to invite few of my students. The first one, I would like to invite Safia Begum on the topic about the environment, how to protect it. Hello,
Can we
Safia.
have the cameras on if possible? Great.
Good evening
Hi,
all.
Safia.
My name is Safia Begum. I am from ICT Women Center Mahbubnagar. I want to share my screen.
Now you'll be able to, Safia.
I want to discuss about environment. And today's my topic is what is environment. I want to discuss in Urdu. माहौल के लफ्ज़ी माने इर्द गिर्द के हैं, मीन्स डिक्शनरी में इसके माने अपने आसपास जो मौजूद है उसके हैं, यानी हर चीज जो लिविंग थिंग्स यानी जानदार पर अपना असर रखती हो उसे माहौल कहते हैं, यानी एनवायरनमेंट कहते हैं। मजमूई तौर पर जमीन, फिजा, पानी को माहौल कहते हैं। जमीन, फिजा, पानी मीन्स वाटर एंड फिजा, हवा, एयर को, इन सबको माहौल कहते हैं, जिसमें तमाम बायोलॉजिकल थिंग्स यानी हयातियाती अज्जा, कीमियाई अज्जा सब शामिल होते हैं। दुनिया और कायनात में इसको माहौल कहते हैं। और माहौल के मुताल्लिक़ को यानी जो हम एनवायरनमेंट को स्टडी करते हैं उसको माहौलियात कहा जाता है। माहौल तमाम अज्जा व अवामिल यानी छोटी छोटी चीजों, अनासिर से मिलकर माहौल बनता है। माहौल के मुताल्लिक़ में दरअसल हयातियात की तारीख़ माशियात, हयातियात मानी बायोलॉजिकल थिंग्स वगैरह, सब ये सब उसमें मिलकर एनवायरनमेंट बनता है। आज के दौर में हमारे इस माहौल पर बहुत से खतरे लाहिक हो रहे हैं। खतरे यानी हमारे माहौल पर, एनवायरनमेंट पर पोल्यूशन बहुत ज्यादा हो रहा है, जिसकी वजह से जानदार अजसाम यानी ह्यूमन बींग्स और सारे लिविंग थिंग्स को बहुत ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम्स हो रही हैं और वो बहुत सारे डिसीज का उनको सामना करना पड़ रहा है। और अब ये हमारे हाथों में है कि हम इसको किस तरह प्रोटेक्ट करें। और अगर हम लोग ये अज़्म कर ले, यानी अगर हम सब लोग ये प्रॉमिस करें कि हम इसको प्रोटेक्ट करेंगे, इसकी हिफाजत करेंगे और दरख्तों को नहीं काटेंगे, ट्रीज को कट नहीं करेंगे और इस पर अमल भी करेंगे, तो हमारा माहौल आलूदा होने से बच सकता है। अब ये हमारे हाथों में है कि हमें इसको किस तरह से बचाना है। और 3 R's एक बेहतरीन तरीका है इस माहौल को प्रोटेक्ट करने के लिए। आलूदगी को कम करना और माहौल को बचाएं और दरख्त ज्यादा मकदार में लगाएं, क्योंकि हमारा सारा निजाम दरख्तों से ही शुरू होता है। जैसे माहौल में फूड चेन होती है, जिससे एक हम ह्यूमन बींग्स का, हर ह्यूमन बींग्स ही नहीं, सब लोगों का एक दूसरे पर मुनहसर, सब लोग एक दूसरे पर मुनहसर होते हैं। जैसे कि हशरात जो दरख्तों को खाते हैं, और उनका घर भी दरख्तों पर ही होता है, दरख्त मतलब ट्रीज पर, और उनको उनसे वो दूसरों की ग़िज़ा बनती है। इसी तरह वो एक इंसान के पास आता है। इसी तरह सब छोटे छोटे चीजें मिलकर एक माहौल बनाती हैं। अब इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ एनवायरनमेंट, माहौल में क्या इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग्स हैं। एनवायरनमेंट हमारे लिए गॉड की तरफ से एक बेहतरीन खूबसूरत तोहफा है, ब्यूटीफुल गिफ्ट है गॉड की तरफ से। एनवायरनमेंट हमारे लिए, इंसानों के लिए एनवायरनमेंट सेहत का जरिया है, हेल्थ का एक बेहतरीन जरिया एनवायरनमेंट है। एनवायरनमेंट में मौजूद दरख्त यानी ट्रीज, जंगल, फॉरेस्ट, और उनकी ताज़ा हवा, फ्रेश एयर हमारे लिए सुकून और बेहतर हेल्थ फराहम करती है हमको। माहौल से हमें फूड ग़िज़ा हासिल होती है। माहौल से ग़िज़ाई जंजीर की एक अहम माहौल में ग़िज़ाई जंजीर एक अहम किरदार अदा करती है। माहौल में मौजूद दरख्त यानी ट्रीज हमें आलूदगी से बचाते हैं। ये बहुत जरूरी है कि हम अपने माहौल की हिफाजत करें। थैंक यू सो मच फॉर गिविंग मी दिस अपॉर्चुनिटी।
वालेकुम अस्सलाम, खैरियत?
Sophia, unmute yourself, ma. Hello. Mute yourself, Javeria.
Sana, now Safia was done, and second panelist was she's
Yes, sir.
going to continue, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, please continue. Yeah.
So the second
I
student
think
will be.
I just wanted to add that Safia did such a wonderful job, Srinivas and Sana, making the connection between God and what He has created or what she has created. I think it's so wonderful to think about environment in that perspective with a spiritual angle, because then we will have more value for it. So all of her thoughts were very aligned to spirituality and environmentalism. I think that go side by side, and as important in many Indians give importance to spiritual feelings and thoughts, and if we can give a similar one to environment, because God has created the trees and the environment around us, I think we will do a big service to our planet. So very well said and very well depicted, Safia. You did a great job in terms of connecting God's creation and the environment. I think is a wonderful link. So thank you, Sana, for making for this presentation that you worked with Safia.
Yeah, well said, Radhika. Yeah.
Thank you, Radhika, for your words. We'll give the encouragement to the students.
Yeah, and then if there is any other questions that come up from anyone else or Safia. And Jasmine is also joining. Jasmine is too early. It's 6:30 in the US. Thanks for joining. Thanks for
Good
joining.
morning, everyone. Happy to be here.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Any questions for Safia? And how did she come up with this idea? Maybe someone can elaborate. It will be also good to see faces, because we only see 3 or 4 faces. It's like I'm talking to a screen. I guess that will be next time round, because the girls are shy or I don't know what's happening. But Sana, I think that's something you need to work on. I need to see everyone's faces. No one should be shy.
Yeah. No, I actually informed to everyone, Radhika, about this. But they said, okay, we'll try. But I don't know what happened, why they are not turn on their video.
Safia has come back. Good job, Safia. Thank you for sharing your presentation with us. How did you come up with this idea of linking, the spirituality with environment? ये आइडिया कैसे आया आपको?
कॉलेज में भी बहुत से प्रोग्राम्स हो रहे थे मैम, कभी पार्टिसिपेट करने का मौका नहीं मिला, बहुत ज्यादा दिन से ही प्रिपेयर करके रखे थे, और आईसीटी में आने के बाद ये मौका मिला कि हम अपने बातों को आप सबके सामने रख सकें.
Great that we can at least be a platform for all of your ideas. Safia, thank you. अगर आपने present किया आज बहुत ही अच्छा लगा, and ऐसे ही आप continue करिए, कुछ सोचिए और कैसे आगे कर सकते हैं, बाकी लोगों को influence करिए जो अपने पास हो. ये tree plantation का जो idea is a wonderful idea. I think we need more trees than people. I think there are currently more people than trees in the world. So continue your mission. That's great. Thank you. Sana, over to you.
Yes, Radhika. Okay, so the next student will continue with the next student, Afrin Banu. She's going to present the topic on climate changes, how it will prevent and how it will occur. So she's going to explain about it, and she's going to present her presentation. So Afrin, you can present your presentation now.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Will you be sharing your screen, Afrin?
Yes, ma'am, I'm sharing my screen.
Okay, let me make you the co-host because then you will be able to.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Now, can I share, ma'am?
Yes. It's so interesting. Everyone is using their phone. How do you manage to share your screen on the phone? That is a very good technological.
Even I was wondering this. Like even yesterday, everyone was using their phones.
Yeah, we'll use this in the center, Radhika.
That's excellent. You need to teach us also, Sana, how you manage to share screen on the phone. That I don't know.
Definitely. When you will visit, then I'll show you.
Nice.
Yeah,
Sorry,
even Archer also.
Yeah, I need to learn all these tricks.
Definitely, whenever you will have the time.
Sure.
Afrin, go ahead, Afrin.
Good afternoon, everyone. My topic is effects of climate change. My name is Afrin Banu, and I'm ICT Center Mahbubnagar. My topic is effects of climate change. Now, I'm describing about climate change that occurring in our daily lives. Climate change. Firstly, I would like to say some points about weather and climate. The difference between weather and climate. Weather is nothing but a short-term atmospheric condition, while climate change is nothing but it is a very long period of time. It occur in very long period of time. The definition of climate change is the change in an environmental condition of the earth is called as climate change. Few decades, lasting impact is quite all over the world, like soaring temperature and emission of carbon dioxide in polar regions are immediate effects of it. It is very crucial to identify the factors affecting climate and resulting impact on climate. Climate change causes emission of greenhouse gases, deforestation, exploitation of natural resources, pollution, and changes in solar outputs. The aerosols that reach the atmosphere, industrial farming, increased livestock farming, and fertilizers. Ma'am, sorry. I opened another document, ma'am. I presented very nicely the document. Wait, sorry. I'll present after finish.
Why? What are it is that only now which you have prepared?
Yeah, ma'am, but photos are not appearing here, ma'am.
Okay, so it was a different one or it got misplaced in your phone?
No, same. Ma'am, it is same, but the photos are not appearing now. So I'm.
Well, you have sent me the one link, no? It has appeared on.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one, right?
It got it. Sorry for disturbance, ma'am.
It's okay, no issue. Continue. You can continue.
Thank you, ma'am. And climate change effects, ma'am. Melting glaciers leads to rising sea level. Such glaciers is nothing but a process where ice changes from solid to liquid. Nowadays, human activities are at the root of this phenomenon, especially since the industrial revolution. Carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases emission have raised temperature even higher in poles. A sharp decrease in a population of cold species. Coastal flooding. The range of coastal flooding results of elevation of floods. Water penetrates into the land due to coastal folding itself. Heat induced. So health disorders are also occurring. Water storage is also occurring. Rise in greenhouse gases, prevalent droughts, increase in severity of storms. Factors that affect climate change. There are of two types of factors. They are natural factors and man-made factors. Natural factors. I'm describing about natural factors. Natural factors are of four types: ocean currents, topography, wind direction, uneven heating. Ocean currents, they tend to influence the temperature of a place significantly. It can either increase a region's temperature or decrease it, transferring land's heat energy to the seas. In vice versa, physical features of an area. Topography influences the climate of rainfall than higher altitude, especially in mountain areas. Wind direction. The direction of wind both to and from where is blowing have an impact on a climate as well. Likely to colder while the blowing from a mostly hot. Is a specific tends to affectance. This is about the natural causes. Now, man-made causes. Man-made causes are of many types, but I am describing about only two types, that is pollution and waste, etc. are among the major factors of climate change. Deforestation is nothing but the cutting down of trees, rampant felling of trees and clearing of patches of forest to accumulate agriculture practices is the responsible for the climate change. Lastly, I would like to say conclusion. We need to take part and try to stop global warming and other effects of climate change. If the Earth's temperature continues to rise in the future, living things of Earth would become extinct due to the high temperature. The dangers presented by the climate emergency are real and can paint a gloomy picture of what the future holds for subsequent generation of people and other inhabitants of the Earth. Already undeniable effects are being felt throughout the world. It isn't too late to turn things around. Slogans: we need your resistance to save our existence. Nature does not need us, but we need our nature. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, Afreen. Very, very pertinent issues. And you presented a very good global picture. I think that's very good that you were able to focus on such an important issue. I guess just one thing on my end, maybe next time also include like, or you already, I'm sure, have ideas on what we can do locally, what we can do ourselves individually, because sometimes, you know what, global change, there are so many things that are happening, and then uh, sometimes we feel so inept and so small that we can't do anything, and you know, so many changes are happening, but we can do things at our own level. So maybe some ideas from you on what we can do locally, like our previous presenter said that we can plant trees. You've presented a big global change, a warming situation, and there are all these changes that are happening. But anything that you have been thinking of in terms of you know, regarding climate change that you can do individually? Any ideas from you?
Yeah, we can take the general scenario of the Telangana, what happening here, and we can create a topic like that. Sana, you can also motivate them to do. If the coming sessions, you can ask them to do what's happening in Mahbubnagar. You can also suggest we have a good banyan tree. You can also explain about that banyan tree that you have as a Pillalamari in Mahbubnagar. So
Yes, sir.
what is the use of that, and how it is helping? You can also suggest that it should come from the locally.
Yeah, sir,
It's
sure.
good they're presenting in global. It's very good, but it should also be focused on local levels.
Yeah.
And since we are talking about global, there is this report that has was released. This IPCC. What is IPCC? Intergovernment Panel on Climate Change. So there are all these, you know, this entire body of scientists. There are also scientists in India who are based here. So what we can do is to also read this report. It's a very important report that was released in February 2022 on climate change, 2022 impacts, adaptation, and vulnerability. So I think this might be a good report to have a discussion on, Sana, when you have your, you know, next class. It's a good report that everyone should know and digest. So I'll copy the link here, but that's just my suggestion in case if it is helpful.
Yeah, sure, Radhika. I'll discuss this with the students whenever we have the next class, next section on environment.
I'll also share something. Yeah, I like the fact that she started with the basic difference between the weather and the climate, because sometimes, most of the time, we kind of, you know, use that term very similarly in a similar context. So that start was really good. I mean, yeah, but I mean, we can, you know, always take up the locally relevant solutions, so that will be useful. But yeah, well done, Afreen. I really like the presentation.
Thank you
so much, ma'am.
And we can go with the next presentation, next panelist.
Yeah, sure. So the next student I would like to invite is Rahmat Khatun on the presentation of importance of trees in environment. Rahmat Khatun.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, Rahmat, you can.
She want to share presentation, or she want to?
Yeah, she want to share her screen, sir. She has prepared one document on it.
Go ahead.
Good evening to everyone. My name is Ahmed Khatun, and I'm from ICT Women's Center Mahbubnagar. I want to share my screen.
So my topic is importance of trees in environment. माहौलियात के लिए दरख्तों की अहमियत. माहौलियात यानी environment. दरख्त यानी झाड़. दरख्तों के बगैर जमीन पर जिंदगी का कोई माहौल नहीं होता. अगर जमीन पर दरख्त ना हो, झाड़ ना हो तो इंसानों के लिए जिंदगी गुजारना मुश्किल हो जाता है. दरख्त माहौल से लेकर हमारी जिस्मानी सेहत यानी फिजिकल सेहत तक हर चीज पर असरअंदाज होते हैं. जैसा कि दुनिया के दरख्तों की आबादी यानी दुनिया में जितने भी झाड़ है उनकी पॉपुलेशन सब कम हो रही है. हमारे जंगलात और शहरी दरख्तों की आबादी के बारे में लाइल्मी और बेइल्मी यानी लोगों को झाड़ों की अहमियत ही नहीं है. हमारे जंगलात की अहमियत. हमारे सैयारे यानी हमारे प्लैनेट की सेहत के लिए हमारे जंगलात की अहमियत को ज्यादा नहीं समझा जा सकता. दरख्तों की बुनियादी कामों में से एक है, यानी दुनिया में अगर झाड़ ना हो तो इंसान हमारे जंगलात जमीन के Sorry, ma'am, I can.
Any problem, Rahmat? Any issue? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
कुछ इश्यू हो गया क्या?
नेटवर्क सही नहीं आ रहा मैम.
Okay. I'll share my screen. You can just explain if you want. आप explain कर दो. Hello.
हाँ, हेलो मैम.
हाँ रहमत, explain कर दो आप.
Sana, I think her network is not so good, so it's okay. We can go with the next panelist if you want.
Okay.
Sana.
Or maybe she can maybe just do like one short summary of the entire thing. What do you think? I don't know if
Yes,
she
yes.
can. Rahman?
Yeah.
या
Maybe do like one छोटा सा कुछ summary बोल दो. पूरा presentation मत करो क्योंकि शायद नहीं हो पा रहा है ना. तो summary
Okay.
क्या है? कुछ मतलब 2-4 लाइन क्या summarize कर दो.
Urban tree benefits. Tree in the urban setting are fundamental for healthy living. The following are some of the benefits from a healthy urban tree canopy. Improved air quality. Besides the oxygen they produce, tree absorb and store carbon dioxide. Trees also act as a filter by trapping and holding impurities, pollutions, and dust. Increased property value. because of their aesthetic value to a property. Trees create curb appeal, which translate to higher property value.
Great. इतना अच्छा उर्दू में शुरू किया और क्या इंग्लिश एंड में किया, इससे अच्छा तो उर्दू ही करती. उर्दू would have sounded so beautiful. But you know 3 languages, that is great. Hindi, English, Urdu. Keep up your fantastic work. And बहुत अच्छा, मतलब it's a very good, it's very similar to our first presentation कि trees आप उगाइए और अपने environment को बचाइए. Same concept. And also linking trees to so many other ideas. So I think that's wonderful. ये आइडिया आपको कहाँ से आया और कैसे आपने शुरू किया इस पे रिसर्च करना, अगर कुछ बता सके तो, अगर इंटरनेट इज फाइन तो. रहमत.
हेलो मैम.
रहमत, कैन यू हियर मी? ये आइडिया कैसे आया आपको और आपने कैसे रिसर्च करना शुरू किया इस पे?
जी मैम. यस मैम. तो इन्वायरमेंट में सबसे ज्यादा अहम ट्रीज होते हैं, इनके बिना हम जिंदगी नहीं गुजार सकते. तो इसलिए मैंने इस टॉपिक को चूज किया.
ग्रेट. तो यहाँ हम लोग सब बिल्कुल मतलब अहमियत जान रहे हैं ट्रीज की, बट उसके साथ हम लोग क्या कर सकते हैं? एवरी सैटरडे या वंस अ मंथ क्या हम लोग ऐसा ट्री प्लांटेशन के लिए जा सकते हैं क्या महबूब नगर में टुगेदर, या कुछ और रिलेटेड टू सम एक्शन? भाई समझ तो हम लोगों को आ गया कि ट्रीज आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एंड वी हैव डन आवर रिसर्च. अब इसको आगे ले जाना सना कैसे हम लोग कर सकते हैं? मे बी विद डिस्ट्रिक्ट कलेक्टर, कैन वी प्लांट मोर ट्रीज? डू दे डू ट्री प्लांटेशन? वहां तो हरितहरण का प्रोग्राम चलता ही है, तो कैसे हम लोग पार्टिसिपेट कर सकते हैं थ्रू दैट? आई थिंक विल बी द आवर नेक्स्ट स्टेप टू सी practically can we take this topic forward and do something locally.
Yes, Radhika, we can do because yesterday I have informed that a few of the programs are held in Mahbubnagar just recently, a couple of months back only, and a lot of trees they have planted, and the cleaning of the roads and the home, and as well as the surrounding areas of the everyone's home, not only a particular specific area but everywhere, and on the roads, and on the even they have distributed the plants to the each and every houses in the district everywhere. So 3 or 5 plants they have given, and a lot of people have come up with the ideas also, like how to do, what to do, even when they have a lot of when they don't have a much space in their house, even though they are going with the different kind of ideas like bonsai, where a small space is needed for the big plants. And a lot of homes also have visited to see that they are doing it in a proper way, and how they are doing and what their ideas. Even some of my friends, my relatives also have visited there. I saw there, and a lot of people are coming and they are taking the plants, they are purchasing the plants from the government, and even in the private nurseries also they are visiting. A lot of nurseries are busy in the orders to give away. They have whatever the people have ordered for the plants, and as well as the cleaning of the areas, the garbages, wet garbage, dry garbage, and how to reduce the plastic also. No, all the shops are banned the plastic here in Mahbubnagar. We need to carry our own bags from wherever it is. So these kind of programs are held in Mahbubnagar, and still it is going on. Recently, in front of my home also, they have built some places for that, and still that work is going on. And even on our ICT student also, they have, some of the students have planted some trees in their home. So it is growing slowly, and we always, whenever we get the time in ICT, we'll discuss about the environment. I'll listen to the students' idea, what they will think about it. So we have a great ideas in the students' mind actually, Radhika.
That's fantastic, and we should participate in the district's work also. So if they are doing cleanup, then we can also participate in a cleanup. Like here in my town in New Jersey, हम लोग अभी अर्थ डे आने वाला ना 22 अप्रैल को, तो नेक्स्ट वीकेंड उसके फॉलोइंग 23 को आई थिंक इज अ सैटरडे, तो हम लोग जा रहे हैं। यहाँ पे एक छोटा सा फॉरेस्ट एरिया है हम लोगों के घर के पास ही, तो वी ग्रुप कंबाइंड टुगेदर, सम अपने लेडीज, मदर्स, किड्स विल ऑल बी गोइंग टू डू अ क्लीन अप एक्टिविटी इन दैट छोटा सा फॉरेस्ट एरिया। तो समथिंग दैट इज गोज टू डू सम एक्शन, एंड ये करने से ना हम लोग अपने एरिया से और भी अटैच्ड हो जाते हैं। नहीं तो अभी क्या है ना, कोई बात नहीं, मेरा घर तो साफ है, बाहर हो रहा है ये गंदगी तो चलता है। So that will not be the attitude when we are all going together to do some cleanup. So just one idea from my end. You can take it forward and collectively do something, not individually.
Yes, Radhika. We can, the program whichever is holding in the Mahbubnagar in upcoming days for our day also. So I'll see that we can volunteer the students and me and everyone, even my friends, even they will come up. So we'll do the collectively, and we need to just ask to the collector sir and the government people who are participating. So we can volunteer ourselves. We can register there. So I'll see and I'll talk
साथ में
to them.
करना, साथ में ज्यादा मजा आता है, नहीं तो अकेले कचरा उठाने में किसको मजा आएगा, साथ में करना।
सारे, हाँ यस राधिका, वही सारे मिलके ही करने का है। सो वॉलंटियरली मिल रहा है, तो आई विल टॉक टू द स्टूडेंट्स एंड विल रजिस्टर देयर।
ठीक है, उसके बाद चाय वाय करना, चाय पकोड़े वकोड़े जो भी है, देन इट इज लॉट ऑफ फन। अदरवाइज इट बिकम्स लाइक ओ माय गॉड, सुबह सुबह जाओ और यहाँ प्लास्टिक उठाओ और फिर वापस आ जाओ, एंड देन यू हैव द होल डे। एटलीस्ट यू कैन हैव अ लॉट ऑफ फन व्हाइल डूइंग इट।
We can plan an activity. We can plan an activity with the help of the district collector, that he is very much interested to throw the seed balls in the open areas.
Very nice.
Yes. He is very much
Be a
interested.
nice team bonding.
You are giving me a nice idea here also. So seed balls, we don't see seed balls that many. I'll see it.
Mostly in Telangana, in Mahbubnagar, they will produce the seed balls also. They will prepare the seed balls, and that is the present Mahbubnagar district collector was very much interested. He took the help of the drone to throw the seed balls in the forest also.
Oh wow, that's amazing. Very good.
So I will help you to. I will help these girls to participate with the activities. With that activity.
Great. I want to ask, यहाँ पे seed balls क्या होते हैं, किसी को पता है क्या? कोई explain करेगा? What are seed balls?
Seed balls గురించి ఎవరైనా తెలుగులో, I want to translate them. So seed balls గురించి ఎవరికైనా తెలుసా? Seed balls గురించి ఎవరికి తెలుసా? All teachers also are there. ఎవరికైనా seed balls గురించి తెలిస్తే they can speak. మాట్లాడొచ్చు ఎవరైనా సీడ్ బాల్స్ గురించి తెలిసిన వాళ్ళు ఉన్నారా? సీడ్ బాల్స్ అంటే ఏంటి? This is not for the students also, all the teachers can also, they can speak. I think ఎవరికి సీడ్ బాల్స్ అంటే తెలియదా? You don't know about the seed balls?
That spelling. We can't hear properly. Spelling.
Seed balls.
Seed balls. Okay.
Yeah. What is the meaning?
Seed balls. I think seeds, sir.
Yeah,
Potted.
Seeds. Yes, they seed balls అంటే అదొక టైప్ ఆఫ్ మన చెట్లకి వేసే మట్టి ఉంటుంది కదా, దాంట్లో మన విత్తనాలు ఏదైతే సీడ్స్ ఉంటాయో అది పెట్టేసి అది త్రో చేయడం అనమాట. రీసెంట్ గా మన ఎంపీ సంతోష్ కుమార్ సార్ అది ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేశారు. ప్లస్ ఆల్ డిస్ట్రిక్ట్ కలెక్టర్స్ ఆల్సో దే ఆర్ డూయింగ్ ఇన్ ద డిస్ట్రిక్ట్స్.
Yeah, we hear that word in textbook, sir. I didn't. I forget. But seed balls, it is there.
Seed balls are famous that they will have a type of what you say clay. In the clay they will keep the seed balls, and they will do like a round, and they will throw in the open places in the forest, that there will the trees will come from that, the plants will come from there.
There are a
Yes.
lot of NGOs that have started making these seed balls also as a part of their work, and the idea is to throw it on a soft surface, not on the road, because then the soft surface, the mud will disintegrate and the seed will go in the soft area and it will germinate, and there'll be a tree that will be there. So you don't have to put water, nothing. It's nature, right? Nature can have, have a wonderful thing, like plants grow on their own. So I think that's a wonderful way of promoting trees in the neighborhood. तो सब लोग मे बी घर में बैठ के सीड बॉल्स भी बना सकते हैं. गेट अ ट्रेनिंग फ्रॉम अ नॉन प्रॉफिट. मे बी महबूब नगर में होता होगा कुछ ऐसी ट्रेनिंग. समवन इज मेकिंग सीड बॉल्स. यू कैन डू श्रमदान. वी कैन ऑल सिट टुगेदर एंड मेक दो सीड बॉल्स.
And also I will also try to get the video how to make the seed balls also, and I will present in upcoming.
Yeah, share it with me also. I also want to know.
Yeah, sure, Radhika. I will share. And Sana, any other panelist up there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Just one last girl, one last candidate is there. She has prepared some model on it, on her topic. So I'll just tell her.
What's her name so that Radhika can assess?
Yes, sir. The next student will be Farheen Banu. She's going to present the model on biodiversity. She has prepared it since a very long time. So Farheen Banu.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Myself Farheen Banu. I'm from ICT Women Center Mahbubnagar. My topic is about biodiversity, and I'm sharing my video on. Wait. My topic is about biodiversity. Biodiversity is a variety of species such as plants, microorganisms, fungi. Biodiversity is a variety of species such as plants, microorganisms, fungi, humankind, etc., which are present on the earth. The term biodiversity was introduced by Walter Rosen in 1986. It covers terrestrial and marine life both. Biodiversity tells us the richness of the earth. Nature has provided a balance between all the living species which are living on the earth. Biodiversity contributes to a major part of nature. And there are few biodiversity concepts such as the ecological balance between all the living organisms and the greenery is the base of survival of the earth. The term biodiversity concept was introduced by Thomas Lovejoy. It has been established that more than 50 million of species, plants, animals, and microorganisms exist in our world. Out of these, about 1.4 million species have been identified so far. Each species is adapted to live in a specific environment, whether it is the mountain peak or depths of seas. If we pollute the air, water, and soil that keep us alive and well, and destroy the biodiversity that allow natural system to function, no amount of money will save us. There are three types of biodiversity: species biodiversity, genetic diversity, and ecological diversity. Species diversity. Let us know about species diversity. Species diversity is defined as number of different species of plants, animals, fungi, and microorganisms that are represented in a community. For example, the palm trees, elephant, and the bacteria. The number of species that live in a particular location is called species richness. Abundance is defined as the number of individual of each species. Next type, genetic diversity. Genetic diversity is a range of diversity in the genetic resources of organism. Every individual member of a plant or a species differ from other individual in its genetic constitutions, and each individual has specific characters which is due to genetic makeup or code. For example, poodles, German shepherds, and golden retrievers are all dogs, but they all look different as they have different genes. Next diversity, ecological diversity. Ecosystem consists of organisms from many different species living together in a region connected by the flow of energy and nutrition. The sun is the ultimate source of energy for all ecosystems. This energy flows through the different systems when animals eat the plants and then they are eaten in turn by other animals. For example, tropical forest, hot or cold deserts, river, mountains, etc. And next, I want to tell about consequence of loss of biodiversity. Biodiversity loss can have significant direct human health impact if ecosystem services are no longer adequate to meet social needs. Species that were abundant within the last 200 years have got extinct. For example, passenger pigeons, which numbered more than 3 billion in 18th, and now they are extinct. Animals like the polar bear and the leopards, tigers, otters are shrinking in numbers. Decline in plants production and number of animal species, lower resistance to environment such as droughts. Species may become endangered, increased rate of species extensions. Causes of loss of biodiversity. The primary cause of loss of biodiversity is habitat alternation caused by human activities which directly or indirectly affect the ecosystem. Dangers to biodiversity includes population growth, resource consumptions, climate change, and global warming. I want to share few slogans such as biodiversity is soul for life. Each life is important to it. Biodiversity is love and biodiversity is life. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, Fareen. Your model is great. You've taken a lot of effort in making the model. So, and it's always nice to have a model to show your I guess research, because it makes it come live. So wonderful job there. Any other questions for Fareen? Any other questions from anyone else who's been listening and didn't have a chance to present today? Great. So I think, Sana, thank you so much. And we will also be, Srinivas has more plans for us from Telangana. He's been talking to the Ministry of Social Tribal Welfare. They will be putting up their presentations as well. I think it's a very good platform for students and teachers to share some ideas. Actually, I also want to share some ideas and get your opinion whether things can be possible here in New Jersey, and getting your inputs also. So I think it's a good way of just brainstorming ideas. Presentations don't have to be very formal. It's very informal. We are all friends here. So it's okay if we make mistakes. The most important part is to share your idea and get feedback so that we can improve our work. Yesterday in the evening, US time, there was a presentation on biogas from algae here. So I think, and in India, we do biogas from cow dung. So I think that is a very good collaboration as well. And the students will share some reports and the research that they have done so far. It will be wonderful if your students can also do some research on biogas with cow dung so that we can share it with some students here who are thinking of using algae, the green plant that comes up on lakes and rivers here, which become stagnant. So they are trying to make biofuel from that, and doing their research. So it will be a good cross collaboration if we can share some ideas on biogas plants or biogas work through cow dungs and other bio means in India. So that is another way of collaborating. Please keep joining our sessions going forward. We will have Bluebells International School from Delhi that will be presenting. We will also have social welfare, so tribal welfare students who will be presenting going forward. But I think this was wonderful, Sana. Thank you so much for your students and your presentation and all your hard work. It was really enlightening, and I love the Urdu concept of using Urdu to showcase your work, because whenever, at least for me, it always helps if I'm doing in my own local language. So that really helps to understand and also to take this discussion forward through different languages. So kudos for the students who have been using this idea, and I think I got an idea from your presentations today. So it's great. Anyone
Yeah,
else?
thank you, Radhika, for such a words. They only prepared it and they want to discuss it with the Urdu only.
Great.
And even it has already mentioned by the sir that we can use any language, the girls.
Yes.
So they want to share their thoughts with Urdu language only.
Fantastic.
Yeah, thanks to the girls. हमें भी थोड़े उर्दू के words कुछ नहीं पता चले. So yeah, हमारा भी language improve होगा. So yeah.
Thank you,
पेड़ बोलते बोलते थक गए, अब दरख्त बोला जाएगा.
हाँ.
So thank you for all the girls presented today, present the presentations today. Thank you, Radhika, and thank you, Sana, and thank you, Anchal, and thank you all the teachers who have joined. And soon I like to present a video about that seed ball making also. Don't worry, I will get a video from Telangana who are making I will search and I will ask if I will do some interviews with them, and I will record the video and show it to you soon.
That'll be nice, yeah.
Because most of them they don't know seed balls, about the seed balls, so it's good to have a look at the video of the seed balls. So
yes, yeah. We will make also when you will pass the video. The girls.
Yeah.
So thank you, Radhika.
Yasmin, any words? Yasmin, any words from you before we close?
Oh no, it was very exciting to participate because yesterday I couldn't. So lovely presentations from students. I do want to see a tutorial on how to share from your phone. That was very impressive too, because I did not know how to do that. But
no one knows
leave it to them to know, obviously. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, Jasmine.
Thank you.
Take care, everyone. Have a nice evening. And Jasmine and I start a very hard day again with all the work that we have to do. Anyway, thank you. Take care.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.